Where'd you find this?
We back. It's that time again. Week 7. ITCH4INFO, the #1 football podcast in the world, on YouTube, soon to be on Spotify, maybe. I'm your host, Ali P. This is my co-host. It's the Egg. It's Neil. It's Nail. It's Niall. It's whatever you want to call him. He loves it. He loves it. Let's go.
Bloody hell, just like an MC in the boxing ring. Episode 7, the famous number 7. We've just debated the number 7 off air and had some huge itches. And I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I just want to address something early doors. The information on last week's pod. The information on last week's pod. There was some incorrect information.
A lot of incorrect information.
From Itchy P.
Itchy P.
We're not going to go too hard on him.
Nah.
He was called out by King of the North and the accountant himself. The accountant popped up yesterday with some new information and he just pointed it out. At first I was unhappy, then I thought about it. It's not easy. He got the information wrong.
Pressure got to him. Pressure was on. First guest.
We're going to have to Loris Karius him. He's going to have to go in the background. I'm sorry I have
He's going to have to go on loan just for a little while.
He's going to have to go in the background, but he's a good listener for the pod. He's got a lot of itchiness in him, so much respect. I hope he's well.
Good sharer, so we've got to shout out.
I hope he's well. Sharer. Very good sharer. Straight into it. Liverpool. I'll let you intro this. I'll let you take over.
Oh, wow. Have I got the mic?
Yeah, have the mic.
Right, okay, let's talk about Liverpool. So, Liverpool Palace. Palace obviously coming off the back of beating Spurs 3-0.
Yeah.
Get beaten 3-0. Liverpool win 3-0. Only conceded 1 goal in the league, just like Chelsea. It's a good shout. Both top of the league.
I've got nothing to say, really.
And then the cup game. Norwich.
I watched that with you. Half watched it.
Yeah.
I was chefing it up again.
Chefing it up again, yeah. Another 3-0 win. Obviously a weaker side from Liverpool, but still a good side. Like,
just going to cut in here. Norwich are awful. I have to say it.
Norwich
Norwich are awful.
I can agree with that. That's all something we love to say as well. Norwich are awful.
Probably my favourite game of the season is Liverpool-Norwich. 2 teams I don't like. And Norwich couldn't even do me the favour of getting a goal against you lot. Or even, they had some chances. They had some chances, but they were awful.
Oh, and a penalty save. Big shout out to Keller. Big shout out. Great save.
Speaking of penalty saves, Dave saves. We'll move it on from there. You've had your bit. Give me the mic back. Dave saves. Mark Noble. He got his revenge in the cup this week. I watched that last night. I watched the one at the weekend. A lot of interest in that, a lot of debating decisions, but United got the job done. Ronaldo back in it again. King of the North, he's on for the prediction. I think he predicted 21.
Yeah.
He's looking to embarrass us again.
I think you predicted 12.
Yeah, I predicted a low amount.
I think I predicted 16.
It seems that the King of the North saw some stuff.
Unless he slows down.
But I can't see it. You can only wish for that.
Yeah,
I hope he keeps going.
I'm not wishing
Ronnie
for
on top,
it.
you're wishing
I'm
it.
not wishing
you're
for
wishing
it.
it.
No. Just when he comes to Anfield, he's going to just take a few blows. That's it.
That's soon,
That's
isn't
all
it?
I'm wishing for.
Soon we'll have to study that. But, right, so the biggest game of this week...
Wait, hold on
Liverpool...
a minute. I just want to... Now, we'll save it for the rant. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
He's got a rant this week. Liverpool-Brentford this weekend, 5:30, Saturday afternoon. Leave the worst till last.
No,
Man United on first. United Villa.
Yep, 12:30.
Big game. But the game I want to really talk about is Chelsea against Man City this week.
You had to get a little dig into both of them.
What's the dig?
Chelsea and Man City.
What's the dig?
Shitty.
Not seeing the dig there, mate.
I like it.
Anyway, my prediction for this,
Shout out to the City listeners if we have any.
I think Tuchel has Guardiola's number. He's got 3 wins in a row on him.
Yeah.
He embarrassed him in the Champions League, embarrassed him in the league, and embarrassed him in the cup.
Yep.
So I think he's going to get the 4th win here. Chelsea take it.
Yeah.
I rate him. I like his formations.
Have you got a prediction?
I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0 Chelsea.
I'm going to go 2-0.
2-0 Chelsea.
I'm going to go 2-0.
My guy.
I'm
going to go. I think it's going to be a big scoring game.
All right.
I think we're going to see like 3 or 4 goals.
All right.
So I'm going to go 3-1. But I'm not going to tell you 2.
All right.
To who?
All right, you're going to go double-sided there.
Nah, Chelsea 3-1. Let's
Chelsea
go.
3-1. Moving on to Ipswich Town. ITFC got their first win of the season.
Yeah, brilliant.
A brilliant performance. Macabon with the goal again.
And a clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
For the first time.
Hard to come by. Not smelt on Ipswich very often.
No.
Can you smell that? What does that smell like? A clean sheet.
Smells like the Rock is cooking.
Right, so this week we're actually going to review 2 games. Ipswich-Sheffield Wednesday this weekend. Do you think Ipswich get the job done? Do you think they win another game?
I think this is a difficult game.
Do you think they win another game?
I don't want to say yes, I'm
All
not
right.
going to lie. But I'm going to say, yeah, let's go get it done. And let's keep building.
Yeah, I think this is where the run starts.
Yep.
I think they beat Sheffield. Then a huge game in my family. Ipswich Donny.
Ipswich and Donny, yeah.
Shout out to my uncle, shout out to my cousin, both Donny fans, huge Donny fans. My uncle will be in the away section with his brother. They'll be supporting the Donny. Watched them not last year's season before.
Can I just ask a question?
Terrible 0-0 game. Yeah,
One
ask me the question. Ask me the question.
Who will you be supporting?
Ipswich Town. I'm from
my
Ipswich
God,
Town.
yes.
He knows that.
That's
We know
Tuesday.
that. Already got a prediction. Well, I didn't get a
Go on.
prediction
You
out
got
of
a
him the other
prediction?
day. I didn't get a prediction from him
Right.
specifically, but he fancies Donny.
He fancies
I'm
Donny.
yeah,
They're
I'm
bottom of the table, right?
It doesn't matter. Ipswich were
Okay.
near the bottom the
Yeah,
other day.
I completely
Doesn't
agree.
matter.
Completely agree.
Form comes in patches.
Yep.
I think Ipswich
As
will get
Ipswich
it done
found
again. 2 wins. They'll get 3 on the bounce.
3 on the bounce.
Yeah, I think they'll beat Donny.
Do you think that run starts
And I
really,
think
really
this-
good
Yeah,
then?
I think Paul Cook knows he needs to, turn the heat up and start
I think we
cooking
just need to shout
on
out,
gas.
obviously,
Simple as that.
Paul Cook's father's passing.
Yeah,
Rest in peace. We hope you're all right, and we hope you start building something with Ipswich now and go on a run. Sheffield Wednesday, Donny, we're both going for 2 wins.
Definitely.
Let's go.
Definitely. ITFC women 11-2.
11-2.
But they were at home against Keynsham. Don't know how to pronounce it. Still don't know. Never will know. Top of the table now. No game this week. No game.
No game.
No game.
None at all.
No, none. Until the following week.
Yep.
But yeah, they're flying.
They are flying.
Flying.
I think that might be the first 2 goals that they've conceded.
I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure, but don't quote me on that. But I think that could potentially be correct.
Well, with Aaron Rambo through that session very quickly.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
yeah, you like the pun
Whoa.
there. You like the pun there. I've got plenty. I'm here all week. Don't worry about that.
What time is it now?
It's time to check the study.
Welcome back. Check the study. We are back again this week. Obviously, everyone knows the scores from last week. 10-5 to Mr. Bald Son. Nail.
Clear 5-point lead. I could sit back and relax.
All right. Let's leave it at
I
that.
might just drift in this part.
Let's just chill. Anything can go. It can all change. It can still all change. It can still change. So we're going to get straight into it. For those that don't know the rules, the question gets asked. They call out their name. The first one to call out their name gets to answer the question. If they do not answer it correctly, it does get passed on to the next person. Then he can receive a point. There's also bonus points in some questions, which also get totaled up. Itch. Let's get straight into the questions. First question, be quick. What place is Ipswich?
Ali. 19th.
Oh! I'm going to go 18th then.
It's actually 20th.
Oh!
There was going to be a bonus point, obviously, of how many points, but it's not coming now because, yeah. Question number 2. Who is on the bottom of the Premier?
Oh!
Ali again.
Norwich City.
There
Something
you go.
You'll have to say.
Yeah. I'll give you a bonus point of how many points?
0!
Niall called that.
I thought you asked again.
That is Niall.
And it's gone. And
I'm sure
he's
that-
heartbroken.
I want VAR to listen back on
No,
previous
not
episodes.
again.
When the question was asked, the bonus point was asked to Neil.
No, it was to
Directly
everyone.
to Neil.
It was not.
Oh,
It
okay.
was not. Okay, we're carrying on. It can all change. Don't worry, it can all change. What player has recently left European football after spending 11 years playing football in Europe?
Niall. James Rodriguez.
Very good.
Well done,
Very
buddy.
good.
Well done.
Very good.
Oh,
This is when I can tell. This is when I can tell. This is when I can tell
I like
that the
that.
study has indeed been checked.
I like that. Well done.
Let's go. What animal invaded a football match in Bosnia this
Ali.
week?
A cat.
A dog.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
I've been studying.
He hasn't been studying. That was a pure guess.
I have been
He hasn't
studying.
been studying.
I have been
Producer
studying.
Dan on the study.
Now this is a good one. What teams have both beaten each other this week?
Ali.
Oh, I should know this.
Man United, West Ham.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can say this week it is 3-2. It is 3-2 this week due to Niall catching a bonus question and one question being asked and them not knowing the answer, which means their study has not been checked enough.
13.
It's another week. It's another win for Niall, the baldness, the egg, the bright and shiny head. I'm passing you on. Check the study.
Check the study. Right. The next segment, we're actually going to get another listener / itcher on the phone.
Itchy listener.
Itchy listener. Now, he's itching.
Hello.
Right, we're going to do rate that position.
Welcome, Andy C. It's lovely to hear from you.
And you, thank you for inviting me. Right, I've been sitting up here for half an hour waiting patiently.
That's
All right.
Have you been itching? Can I ask you that?
I have been itching, and I thought, well, Ali must be waffling tonight because it's taken forever.
No, I have not hogged this microphone, not once.
No?
And
No?
have you peered at all? Can I ask you
Have
that?
I
Peered. You know peering?
hit? No,
no, you haven't
No,
peered.
no parents. They just itching.
Alright. Well,
Just itching.
just
Yeah.
like last week, Andy C, we're going to do rate that position. We did goalies last week, so this week we're doing centre backs.
Going on to a centre back.
I'm not going to bring you into the right back discussion yet.
No, the right
That-
back discussion is not happening just yet.
Right.
We need to
Not
let that
just
bubble.
yet.
So
The centre back position.
we're going to go centre back.
Yes.
So we're just going to all say who we believe is the best centre back in the world.
current.
Current centre back, so current centre back, not all time because we'll be here all night.
Obviously, there's got to be no favouritisms for any teams in this.
They can be. It's your opinion.
Yeah,
it's
your opinion.
It's for the debate. It's for the itch. So, who would you pick in your?
Just one, because next
Just
week
one.
we'll also do centre back.
Well. It's a tricky one.
It's hard for
I'm
me
glad.
as well.
I was dreading the right back conversation because I've heard a little bit about that. So I'm glad I'm not on right backs, but I think Varane, and I'm not being biased, I think he is. But then I do like Ruben Diaz at Man City.
Yeah, which it shows.
Face is made.
There's no
Yeah,
bias there.
okay.
If he's calling out a man shitty.
I'm
For
just
any
saying.
listeners, Andy
I
C.
am just saying.
Andy C is a huge Man United fan.
Huge Man
Man
United
United
fan.
Yes, huge.
Hates a certain team.
Who would
We're clear.
we already really know.
Yeah, of course.
It's written all over.
It's going to be Virgil van Dijk for me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Coming
well,
back
there's
off
no-
an ACL and being
Yeah.
this good. Still,
Okay.
of course.
Yet to be tested this
Yeah,
season.
okay,
I
I could.
Yet
Yeah,
to be
we'll
tested.
see. We'll see.
For me, I would go Sergio Ramos just for what he's achieved.
That's a good shout.
Current,
Yeah.
player. That's Sergio Ramos for me. That's my first one. We'll obviously debate the second one next week.
That
but
could be a bit feisty.
Andy C, you had a question. I know you had two questions, but the one question I think you had for Ali, could you ask Ali that question?
this
I'm going to
question's
help
for
him.
both.
I'll help him. I'll help him because he's
The
going to need my
question-
help.
I tell you what I do. I do have two. I had two questions. One for either of your teams.
Okay.
Okay. Now I could stick to one question, and if Ali gets it right, I would be willing to say that he could have double the points that Niall gets.
No, these don't count in any check.
Oh,
We've done
I was
check the
liking
study.
that.
That's
I was
done.
liking
You
that.
can't make him itch
Okay.
over that. He's already
Okay.
taken.
Okay, we'll have a question each then. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. then.
First for Ali.
Yeah.
Who is Liverpool's current youngest ever goal scorer to the present day?
Curtis Jones.
No.
It's Raheem Sterling, isn't it?
No, it's Ben Woodburn.
Oh, Ben
of course it is,
Woodburn.
the Welshman. The
Yeah.
Welsh
I
Owen.
think that's quite right. I think that's fairly recent.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
What's the next question?
The next question. David Beckham played for Manchester United. He wore the famous number 7 shirt.
The
but
famous
what other
number 7.
two shirts did he wear?
He wore 23,
At United?
and he wore number 10, didn't he?
You're very close.
Oh.
You are very, very, very
I
close.
don't think he wore the number 23, did he?
One part of your answer is correct. The other part is not.
What is...
I reckon he wore the number 17.
Nah,
He wore the 10. He wore the 10.
He definitely wore the 10. What, so it's 24 or 22?
It's 24.
24,
Oh.
yeah, so it's one out.
Brilliant.
All right then, well,
Very, very close.
very good questions.
Yeah, very good
I like that you
questions.
checked your study. I hope nobody
Yeah,
pulls you up on your
let's
info.
hope no
'cause
one
we-
pulls
We've
that
got
up.
a lot of itching this week.
I am pretty sure they're correct.
I will search the youngest goal scorer, but I think you are correct, so I'll give you that one.
Yes, I think that was last season, or the season before, maybe.
Quite a few seasons ago.
Yeah, I think Woodburn
yeah.
would have been quite a
when
few
Liverpool
seasons ago.
introduced their youngsters.
Yeah, well, we won't get an itch on that, but thank
just
you for
saying.
coming on, and we'll speak to
Okay.
you soon, all right?
Thank you very much.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.
Okay, now we move on to the
Move
run.
on to the rant. I'm actually going to give you the rant. You've got a rant this
You
week,
haven't
haven't
got a
you?
rant.
I haven't really
You
got
haven't.
a rant. I've got
Right.
a few itches, but I'll
Right.
leave them an itch.
My
I'll
rant.
let you run.
My run. Why do people, or why do teams, why do managers believe bringing on a player for a penalty when they have not, when they're stone cold? They haven't touched the ball. It's the 94th minute, and you could potentially get a point. Why? I just don't understand it. Do you agree?
I think it's absolutely incredible and atrocious.
Yeah, it's just obscene.
It is obscene. It is obscene. To bring Mark Noble on for the last kick of the game in front of his home fans,
it's a joke.
and for him to miss like that could haunt him for the rest of his
Yeah, I
life.
agree.
The Moisey,
I don't.
you
get
got
me
the
wrong.
job. I won't go into that round.
I don't get me wrong. I think Noble was probably in his ear saying, "I want this," but the guy's stone cold.
That's like a Saturday morning when you're 8 years old saying, "Oh, coach, bring me on. Let me
Yeah,
take the penalty."
agree.
Put me in, coach.
Agree.
Put me in.
Put me in.
But that's what you have in American football. You have specific players that come on to kick
Yeah,
the ball. But that's a
they
completely
warm up
different
during
sport.
the-
Yes.
Every single minute of the game. I just think it's awful. It is awful.
Incredible.
If anybody disagrees with us, please, please, please have a go at us on social media, because that is something that I just think is awful.
Ping. Anyway, player of the weekend, we had a little discussion. Well, we didn't have a discussion about it. We put it up on our socials. The only real reply we got was Naby Keita,
Naby Keita,
who banged in the
Obviously
volley.
against Palace.
Banged in the volley
Yep.
and then did the Cantona impression.
Yeah. Just stopped and just like looked.
So he idolises Cantona. We'll just say
Maybe
that.
he does. Is there anything wrong with it?
I didn't say anything
I'm
wrong. I just said he.
I
just
saw
said he
the
are.
facial expressions.
Just said he-
I saw the facial expressions.
Read whatever you wanted to my facial expression. It's good that I know that a facial expression can get an itch out of you.
Yeah, indeed it can.
Rent free.
Especially on a
living rent
podcast.
free. Few shout outs this week. Few shout outs. We're not going to dawdle too much on the shout outs. Shout out Baldy on Civils.
Baldy on
Civils. Hold tight my nan as usual. Hold tight my granddad as well.
Shout out to the NFL fantasy guys. I'm playing a very big game this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
I won't insult you this week. I'm sure I insulted you
I'm
last
2-0
week.
though. I'm 2-0.
So we're going to round off with the Riddle Me That section. Didn't have many itches last week. It took me quite a
Few
while
people.
to get it out of other people. But I've wrote a little short riddle today that should be,
A little bit easier.
Yeah, a little bit easier. So this is it. Was a pain in Spain, a problem in Italy, started in Portugal, but England is my home. So who am I? That's a riddle. Riddle me that, riddle me this, riddle me when, riddle me here. Simple as that.
He's on a riddle.
I can riddle for days.
think-
I can riddle for days, I'll be honest.
He needs that mic taken away from him sometimes, don't he?
I just love the mic, you know.
Right. I think we need to stop him just before he goes a little bit too far.
Yeah.
I think we've come to the end.
Yeah.
Episode 7, we're wrapping it up.
The famous number 7.
Make sure you hit us up on them YouTube channels, on Instagrams and Twitters,
promote,
everything.
Tell somebody else.
Facebooks.
You walk past someone in the street, just say, look, itch. And then
Just
they're going to go, what?
itch
And you
for
just go,
info.
Itch for info. Simple as that.
Listen, share,
Subscribe,
everything.
like.
Done.
Boom!